from the Green Free Library, here to share another story time with you. We're in a new month, and I'll tell you more about that month in a few minutes. First, I want to welcome everyone who's watching and sing hi to our friends, new and old. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Hi to Anna and Peter and Andrew and Kate, Quinn and Sari and Stanley and Henry and Lydia and Parker and Ava and Beta and Ella and Charlie and Robbie and Ella and Carolyn and Kinsley, Aliana and Killian and Asher and Zaylee and Max and me. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. All right. Super job, guys. Let's sit down. Show me those hands. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Lay them in your lap. I have the name of our new month on our board, and it starts with the letter M. Does anybody know it? March, right? M-A-R-C-H, March. And our season is still the same, although it's going to be changing in a few weeks, but it's still winter, correct? W-I-N-T-E-R, winter. Very good. Today is Wednesday, March 1st. But before I show you our March calendar, we have to mark the last few days that we have in February, right? So just let me get our little fish here. There it is. So we need to mark 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. And that'll be the end of February, right? Yeah. So let me get my glue on there. And then we'll get our fish, okay? You guys ready to help me finish up February? Here we go. 23. Whoop, that fish is trying to get away. 24. 25. 26. 27. And 28. All right, so we finished with February, right? Now for March, I made a new calendar. Oops, and it didn't want to stay on our board. Hold on a moment. There it is. I made a little lamb, all right? And I made some shamrocks to mark our days. Does anybody know why I might have made a shamrock? Because there's a holiday in this month called St. Patrick's Day, and that's on the 17th. So I said it was March 1st, right? So we just need to put one shamrock on the calendar for today. On the number 1, right? Right. There's our little lamb. And there's our little shamrock, and there we go. So we've got March started. We started talking about shapes last time, right? Let's get our flannel board and review the 4 shapes that we talked about. Do you remember them? Circle, right? And this one is called a square, and it has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all the same size, right? Then we have a rectangle, which is like a square because it also has 4 sides, but they're not the same size, remember? 2 sides are longer and 2 are shorter. And our last shape has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, right? And it's called a triangle. Now, let's sing our song again that we learned last week about shapes. And you need to use your finger, remember? We make the shapes in the air and it starts with a circle. Make a circle, draw it high up in the sky. Use your finger, just one finger, make it round as pie. Make a square, make the lines nice and straight. Make a square, maybe 1 or maybe 8. Make a rectangle, it's almost like a square. Make 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Draw a big one if you dare. Make a triangle, always starting at the top. Make a tent shape for a triangle. Use 3 lines and then you stop. Very good, guys, you remembered. All right. So for our books today, I have more books about shapes. I have Circles and Rectangles by Kay Robertson. It's a nonfiction book, and it tells you about these shapes and what you can make with them, all right? Like, let's see, it asks you, what can you make with 6 circles? And then on the next page, it shows you made an owl, right? With all those circles, okay? And then I have another book by the same author, Kay Robertson, and it's about squares and triangles, and it's the same thing. It tells you about those shapes, and then maybe what you can make, right? Like it asks you, what can you make with 2 triangles? And when you turn the page, they made a butterfly. And lastly, I have a fiction book, and it's called The Shape of Me and Other Stuff by Dr. Seuss. And I bet you guys have all read at least one book by Dr. Seuss, right? Like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Cat in the Hat, Fox and Socks, Green Eggs and Ham. Yeah. And in this story, he talks about all the different kinds of shapes, the shapes of people and things. And you know what? Dr. Seuss's birthday is March 2nd. That's right. So I'm going to take all those books back to the library, and they'll be ready for you to borrow. For our art project today, we're going to make a pig and a bird using shapes. Last week, remember, we made a train, all right? So you need some shapes, right? So for the bird, you need like 2 circles, and I use blue, so you need blue construction paper and pink construction paper, glue, scissors, and a marker, all right? So from your blue paper, have an adult help you make shapes. You need a big circle and a little circle, and then you need some rectangles, right? 6 skinny ones, okay? Actually, you need 3 circles. You need one even smaller than this for the eye. I almost forgot about that. And 6 skinny rectangles and 3 small triangles, okay? And for the pig, you'll need 4 circles of different sizes, 1 large, 1 medium, and 2 small, and a triangle. So let's start with our bird, okay? And you need a piece of plain white to glue your shapes on, right? So first you want to take your big blue circle and you want to glue that on the page, all right? Then you want to take your small blue circle and one of the rectangles, and you can make some of these rectangles shorter than the others. Take that and glue that on top of the big circle, and then take the small circle and glue that on top of that. And now you have your head, neck, and your body of your bird. Then you want to take your smallest circle and glue that on your head, and that's going to be the eye. And then you want to take one of your triangles, like this, and glue that onto the head, and that's going to be the beak. Then take two of your skinny rectangles and glue that to the side of your big circle. Those can be the tail feathers. And glue one more skinny rectangle right on the big circle for the wing. Then you want to take two more of your rectangles and put those at the bottom. There it is. Put those at the bottom of your circle, big circle, and those are the legs. And then take your last two triangles and glue those onto the paper right at the bottom of those last two rectangles, and those are the bird's feet. Yeah. Now for our pig, you want to take your circles, all right? Take your biggest circle and glue that on the page, and then take your medium-sized circle and glue that on top of the big circle. Then you need to take your two small circles, while I get them here, and cut them in half, all right? And take two halves and glue those at the top, and those are the ears for your pig. And then take the other two halves and put those at the bottom, and those are the feet. And now we have our little triangle left, right? So take that and glue that to the side of the big circle, and that's the pig's tail. Then take your marker and give your little guy a face, okay? And here, let me show you my finished animals. There they are. So there's our pig, and see our circles? 1, 2, and then there's the ones we cut in half in the triangle. And there's our bird over here. There are 3 circles, and a triangle there, and a rectangle there for the neck, a rectangle for the wing, 2 rectangles for the feathers, 2 rectangles for the feet, or for the legs, and then 2 triangles to finish it off with the feet. And there we have our shape animals. How about that? So see all the things you can make with shapes? Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? All right, that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.